The UN's nuclear watchdog has released its long-awaited report into the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant in Ukraine. Heavy fighting is ongoing around the plant, which is controlled by Russia but operated by Ukraine. The report is calling for the urgent creation of a security zone in the area to prevent a nuclear disaster.
They are gravely concerned. This is the first time in history that a battle has taken place on the site of a nuclear power plant. The concerns have stretched back months and months. I remember when I was in Zaporizhzhia back at the beginning of the year, there was concern then that fighting was around the power plant, but the fact that they are now fighting within the grounds of the power plant is extremely worrying indeed, and the fact that they've managed to get inspectors in is a diplomatic coup in and of itself, and it has taken an awfully long time for Mr. Grossi and his teams to be able to get there because the Russians have been very reluctant to allow teams in and on the ground. They are now there and inspecting it. There is also clearly a great deal of concern about the safety and the situation that the Ukrainian staff operating that power plant are in, and that was something that Barbara Woodward, the British ambassador to the United Nations, addressed when she spoke to the media about 15 or so minutes ago. So dual concerns, a humanitarian concern about those people who are operating the plant, the fact that they are at some moments operating it literally at gunpoint. Their safety is of paramount concern, not least because of the humanitarian situation, but also because their ability to be able to keep the plant operating safely is predicated on them actually being there and being able to do their jobs. But the broader concern about the implications of some sort of nuclear meltdown if the plant was to lose its own power, which of course cools the reactors that are within it, well, that is really very worrying indeed. Just look back at the Chernobyl nuclear disaster all those years ago, not that far indeed away from Zaporizhzhia, and the implications do not really bear thinking about. The British and others have said that Russia is effectively playing Russian roulette with this power plant. The Ukrainian president has said that the Russians are using the power plant as a nuclear weapon. Very worrying indeed. Don't expect any conclusions to come out of this UN meeting, but the fact that they are talking at the level of the United Nations about one of so many battles within Ukraine at the moment, it speaks volumes about just how worried they are, Dermot.